what we have here.
Well, to all of you PC flippers out there, the struggle can be real. This Dell XPS, which has been a thorn in my side, I purchased 3 months ago, just sold. I bought it for $20 and I sold it for $65, which sounds great, but there's no reason that it should have took that long to sell. My normal turnaround max is 30 days, even if you break even. And it's good that I made money on it, but I really don't like to keep things that long. So that's the good news. Also, I did sell the CyberPower PC case, which I posted about last time, for $25. The cost was $10 on that. Again, not a profit burner. I didn't want anything to do with that case. So I'm glad that I almost wanted to put it out on the curb and just say free because it was so bad. So that's the update on the selling. Now, I think it's time for us to hit the road and see what we can find.
Got back from picking up this GTX 950. 950. I'm really not sure what this card is. I just bought the 960, which is a watered down 970. And now this is a watered down 950. But yet, look at the cooling. Look, SLI. Imagine having two of these bad boys side by side. So it was $15. I kind of don't have a reason for buying it other than to put it in the GPU series. I think that I'm probably going to steal this cooler and put it on something else because this is completely unnecessary for such a little card. But I assume I can get $25-30 for this after I'm done testing it. And so yeah, let's see what else we picked up.
And now we're on to the next deal. So this is kind of a little story. I actually had a deal with a guy for a 1660 Dell OEM card for $70, and that deal never materialized. And so I was a little bit salty about that. I actually messaged this guy about this card more than a week ago, I think 10 days. And since I was a little bit upset about losing the 1660, I messaged him again and he said he would take $70 for a 1660 Super. And I don't really intend to make money on this card. I think it's worth about $100, I would say. But in my particular case, I do have a listing locally for computer parts available. And you could definitely not find this anywhere locally for $100. Or even online in a pinch. You might get lucky, but yeah, so it's just, this is in the box, it's from the original owner, and so I might not really profit from it, but it's something that I need to have if I want to be known as sort of the guy for GPUs. So that's basically why I bought it. I would really not like to spend $70, but over the whole summer these have been going for over $100. I've been trying to find one, and I've never actually tried the 1660 Super, so there's another reason for that. So I think it was a good deal. The card is super clean, and it's in the box from the original owners, so we'll see what we can get for it. I'll be posting this online if anybody's interested in it for $100. Probably do 100 shipped. Otherwise, it'll probably go in some sort of budget build, because I'm sure that the person that would want to buy it would like to have the box and everything.
Next pickup here, we have an Asus, or Asus, however you say it, GTX 1060, 3 gig, and a Dell Inspiron 3847. So these came about, I did not find this online. I was meeting a guy to buy something else more interesting, and that will be in a separate video. And I just said, hey, do you have any more stuff? Which I always do. And he said, yeah, I have this Asus card and a Dell tower and a monitor of some sort, which we didn't bring the monitor. And so I said, well, because the other parts that I was buying was kind of expensive, so I said I don't really want to buy any more stuff, but bring it anyway so I can just see it, and then maybe we'll meet again once I sell a couple of things. And so this is what he had. So first I looked at the card. It's white, and I noticed right away that it's not a 6 gig, it's a 3 gig. And he said it was a 6 gig, but it says 3G right here. And you know, it looks cheap, so I'm pretty sure that this is a 3 gig. So that'll be good just to have on hand. The 1060s are getting harder to find. Also, I've never tried a 3 gig 1060 before, so I'm curious about that. And then the Dell Inspiron, he said he had, I kind of rolled my eyes when he said Inspiron, because, you know, those are the ones you kind of get for free, you know, the old Celeron, Vista, Windows 7 machines. But it turns out this is a 4th gen i5. So it's kind of basically an Optiplex. If you look inside, this looks familiar. It's got the same hard drive cage, same board almost, it looks like. The only thing it doesn't have, it looks like, is the USB 3. It even has Wi-Fi, that's good. What's the wattage on the power supply? I can't tell. Let's see, 300 watt. So I'm thinking we might just be able to put that white GPU in here, use a SATA adapter, because that card doesn't pull that much power, and then just sell this as a gaming PC. Oh, there's no hard drive. Oh, I forgot to even ask about the hard drive. There's no drive in here. I do have a spare SATA SSD. Look at the little card. It's so tiny. I don't know what this is, but that's the smallest heatsink I've ever seen. Anyway, as far as the cost on this, I said, what do you want for it? I kind of had a number in my head. I was thinking it's probably going to ask 40 for the GPU and 20 for the tower. I had literally $40 in my pocket, and he wouldn't actually give me a price. He just kept saying, make an offer, make an offer. So I said, well, I mean, I don't want it now. I'll buy it later, but I'm kind of, you know, that's all the cash I have right now. So I actually ended up having $45. There was another $5 in there. So he said, look, man, I just want to get rid of this stuff. I mean, the dollar amount doesn't care. He didn't care about it. He wanted this out of his car. So that's one advantage to bigger, older things, is people want to get rid of them. Actually, this This tower is very clean. Look at inside. Oh. So anyway, he took 45 bucks. I honestly, if I had it, I probably would have paid up to $60 for this, just because I wanted to try the 3 gig, but I was assuming there was a hard drive in here. So yeah, that's a good deal. If I put in, see, this is the thing, if I put in an SSD in the GPU and I post it for 100, I make $45. That seems kind of not really worth the time. So I'm trying to think of what strategy we can go with here. It does have onboard video, so I could sell it as just an office PC, I guess. But maybe, if there's an SSD and a hard drive and it has Wi-Fi and it has the 1060, I guess it's probably worth more like 150. But more likely, somebody's not going to want to pay for the 1060. So I could put the GTX 650 in here. I could put the 550 Ti in here and keep it down to 100 bucks. So there's a lot of options. All right, so yeah, that was it for today. And then we'll put up here the totals. I don't know why this is red. Strange. All right, let's take this home, check it out, and we'll be back.
So that's what we ended up with this weekend. 130 bucks, at least $200 in value. There is potential maybe to double the money, but anything over 200 I think is fair. The 1660 Super is a popular item. I think I'll make the most money on the 1060 if we were just looking at individual parts. But yeah, let's see what we can sell, and we'll see you in the next one. And also the other part that I purchased with the tower, you're gonna love it. See ya.
I'll get up